Think about this. Imagine 2017 for you, debt-free. It's not a dream. Maybe it feels like a dream right now, but it could actually be a reality. Amy Lewis from the KFBK Morning News, along with Brandon Hafley from Catalyst Mortgage. And being debt-free in 2017 could be a reality with Catalyst Mortgage by your side, because there's such a thing called cash-out refinancing. This is kind of a two-part series here to talk about what cash-out refinancing means. So first of all, what basically does it mean, Brandon?
Well, cash-out refinance is taking equity, cash out of the equity in your home. And, the last few years we've seen equity really appreciate and home values appreciate in this area. And so you're essentially going to utilize the equity in your home, pull cash out on a refinance to pay off your debt.
What about, how does that come into play when you talk about interest rates?
Well, it really, this is the one time I always tell people, the interest rate and having the lowest possible rate sometimes really doesn't matter when you're paying off your debt. Cash out refinances can be used for home improvements, student loans. It could be, for debt consolidation. There's a lot of purposes, but the one where it's really important in my eyes is if you're really trying to get debt free and get to a better financial position.
So, I don't know, you've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. So have you dealt with people who wanted to take this leap into cash out refinancing? What does it involve? Is it easy to do? What is it?
Well, we do a lot of cash out refinances along with, simple rate and term or people lowering their term. A cash out refinance will consolidate your debt. I have a client just recently that had roughly about $80,000 in credit card debt. $80,000 in credit card debt.
And makes the heart flutter.
It does, right? Well, their mortgage...
And not in a good way.
Yeah. So with that, they had a mortgage payment of around $1,900, principal and interest.
Okay.
But their debt payment themselves, what they're paying out in debt on that $80,000 was roughly $1,900 as well.
So that payment is just like paying your mortgage payment twice a month.
Exactly. Wow. With that, we were able to do a cash out refinance, pay off all of their debt within their new mortgage payment, and lower their overall payment output by $1,700 a month. That's $1,700 a month. You're talking over $20,000 a year savings, and in 5 years, talking $100,000 in savings in monthly output.
I can't even imagine what their reaction was.
Crying, excited. And all savings aren't like that. I mean, sometimes people, they might have $30,000 or $40,000 in debt that they want to consolidate or pay off. But the important thing is, you look at what if you paid off this debt, and you now have an extra $800, $900 a month. What if you took that money, put it into your 401k if your employer maybe has matching contributions? What if you put that money toward principal every month to pay down the balance? Those are the things that, yes, your interest rate, let's say you might have a 3.875 right now, but rates went up. Your overall interest with your credit cards and everything might, let's say, be a 12 or 14%, but when you really look at that number, it's now, let's say, maybe a 4.375 or 4.5%. Your overall interest is now lower.
Well, I have yet. Let's talk a little bit about the interest rate hike from the Federal Reserve. So how does that play into maybe getting a cash out refinance or getting a second mortgage?
Well, really, when it comes to interest rates, the Fed rate doesn't directly always affect. It's usually the language.
But on my credit card, it sure does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your credit card does. So, be cognizant of, hey, when rates are, being, increased by the Fed and or economic news that comes out, it will affect maybe your credit card. Might not affect your mortgage directly. So either way, you still, with that kind of an interest payment and those kind of interest charges that you're incurring, that's when it makes cash out refinance even better.
I kind of feel like we just kind of scratched the surface of this, which is why we kind of have to do a two-part of this, because I think there's a lot of things that will really benefit you if you're looking to start 2017 debt-free. Imagine a debt-free 2017, or at least make sure that your credit card payments are gone. So talk with Brandon Hafley at Catalyst Mortgage, and we'll also continue this discussion as well next week with Catalyst Mortgage. Go online too at catalystmortgage.com.